Hi there. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Last time we dealt with some rather shocking news. It would seem that, our, friend? I don't know if you call him friend exactly. Our, ally? Question mark? Either way, Gregson, has, he's become Deadson, so... It was kind of a shock, and honestly, it was really sad to see Gina so broken up about it. I still don't know much about what's actually what actually happened to him, but we looked around the room last time, and we got some evidence. But besides the fact that Gregson was shot, and that apparently he enjoyed wearing wigs, and also carried around action figures, wasn't a lot of super useful information just yet. But we can talk to Gina now and see what she's deduced, or what she's figured out. Though, I wonder what you'll think about this. Gina, what do you make of this? What is that? Evidence? You worked something out about what happened, have ya? Oh, no, not exactly. I ain't been long enough in the job to get all this deducting business yet. But I swear I'm gonna get the person what did this to the boss. Okay, so I guess it wasn't relevant. I don't know, I just thought maybe showing off some of the stuff we found would spark a reaction, but, well, nice to see she's still dedicated to figuring out what the fuck went down here. But, anyway. Let's just, talk, I guess. So, Gina, how you holding up? Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place? That's what I want to know. It's, what, half a year since I got out of the clink. That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead. Oh, yes. Mr. Sholmes, twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he? Which, yeah, I'm wondering how exactly that... I wish we could have seen that exchange. Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I didn't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yard. A legend? A legendary... Well, you know what? We like to crack jokes about old Gregson, but maybe we should, treat this with the respect it deserves, and lay off, at least for a little bit. Goodness! Really? They say he managed to solve some really tricky case. Just like that. He did? Well, that's impressive. Yup. And ever since then, he started going out on all sorts of investigations, but always on his own. But then again, I guess Herlock did say, that, that Gregson was the smartest of all the Scotland Yarders, so I guess that checks out. No one else at the yard even knows what applications he's working on are, apparently. It's not how it's supposed to work, is it? Yeah, that is a bit strange. Like, normally, so if he's just, like, somewhat, like, lone, would-be vigilante, working all by himself, that seems like a recipe for, well, getting yourself shot, I suppose, but, So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this? Ain't that the million-dollar question? I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all, and look where that landed him. Respect for the Reaper? In what way? I mean, he did work for old Van Ziegs, but they were kind of at odds. Like, it definitely wasn't like a buddy-buddy relationship, I would say. But I guess, mutual respect, you kind of need that to work together. heard him say as much. I'll take my hat off that fella. Were his words. Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified. Was he talking about the Reaper, like, the concept? Or, like, the Reaper Van Zykes? You know, or, you know, people, because everyone calls, you know, Barack the Reaper of the Old Bailey. But, you know, he himself said, I'm not actually the Reaper, so, I don't know. Yeah, the boss said that's exactly why he respected the bloke. Okay, so maybe they are talking about Van Zyke specifically. I didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such a high regard. Are you talking about the guy who goes around killing people? Or are you talking about Van Zyke's? You're not none of you are saying his actual name, so I'm uncertain. Because it would be weird for him to say that he liked a dude who went around like killing people. But I don't know. He said something else. He said something else to me and all. I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people who are bad. Yeah, I do remember that, him saying that. Or, well, I remember you telling us about that before. It kind of set my mind at ease when he said that. Right. Well, if Barack really is the Reaper, then, I guess maybe, well, perhaps that's a reflection on Gregson, you know? What is this place, then? Does anyone live here? Apparently, it's being rented by some cove called Yo Bone. Hugh Boone. It's a sort of Hittite God Tomorrow name, that, isn't it? I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It sounds like a name to me. Yeah, he's what we call an unidentified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him. I see. Well, judging from appearances, he's kind of an untidy fella. I'd have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time. If ever. I mean, the lights, well, I mean, the light's on. You know, that lamp. You know, someone had to be managing that fucking conspiracy board. Right? All the lads from the yard piled down to get stuck into the investigation. There's so little here. No one knew what to do with themselves. I do wonder. Yes, Mrs. Otto? Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself? What? How could that be? You can't be two people at once, says Otto. That's not how life works. Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his. Oh, well, okay, that makes more sense than what I was getting at. I mean, that would make sense as to why why there's like a fucking conspiracy board. I'd never even considered that. Hey, nice work, Soz. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves. You are? If you look around the room, you'll see. There's a few things to hint at it. Well, we already did that. We should really investigate this place in detail. Oh, well, I guess I did things out of order a little bit. My bad. I see that's where the poor inspector was found, over there. Yep. Yeah, that's right. They said, it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently, the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall. Oh yes, it's blown one of the candles apart completely. Yeah, we did examine that candelabra, or candelabrum. And the gun used is there on the floor. It's a Reaper's, isn't it? No denying that. What? Really? How do you know that? Hey, take it easy. It was just a fucking theory. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes. I'm only saying what I've heard. I don't know much about guns myself. But there's some big-wig lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him? A big-wig lawman, is it? Anyway, Fresno Street runs along that under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside, at a gunshot. Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside. Yeah, they've all been taken down the yard for questioning, that's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grilling. Do you think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves? I doubt it. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're stupid for, and you'll be up for a grilling and all. And you'll be up for it. I feel like I'm losing the voice a little bit. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're stupid for, and you'll be up for a grilling and all. So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame. Yeah, that would be a little too convenient, I suppose. Okay, let's look at some of that evidence again. I don't remember if we actually examined it in detail. So I like how we were able to examine it in like a 3D space. Without probably just like ripped the fucking whole ass candle off the wall. Let's see. Oh, not there. That. Ah! There's some black marks here, look! Yes, they... look like some sort of scorch marks. So perhaps the bullet struck the candle here, do you think? It's only this one candle that's been cracked in half, it seems. Yes, I think you might be right. Firearms are rarely used by criminals in Japan, so I'm afraid I'm not particularly knowledgeable about them. Yeah, but you read the fucking Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Surely that would give you some insight. Revolver. Okay, oh, yeah. Probably best to avoid handling it, which is why I'm gonna start handling it right now. I suppose this must have been the murder weapon. Oh, wait. Did I read this? I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan that I really know very little about them. Perhaps someone more familiar with firearms could shed a light on things here. Now we have this little dude. Look at him! He's a little fucking bobby! He's got his little fucking arms right on his sides and whatnot. Ugh. It's fucking adorable. The helmet of this, charming policeman appears to be a little worse for wear. I'm not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. The head part looks like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. Almost as if somebody has enjoyed twisting it around and around for fun. Shall we try twisting it around and around too? For fun? Oh, wait, oh shit. I didn't think that would actually lead to anything. Ah, what's that? It appears to be some sort of key. But it's tiny though. It couldn't be a key for a door. Not at that size. So what is it for, I wonder? It's giving it a twist causes a key-like shaft to pop out from the base. Huh. I definitely did not see that coming. But I guess that explains why its head looks like it's been manhandled. This looks like some sort of key. Yes, it does. A very tiny and simple key. Goddamn, who are you to judge, Suzato? What's a little key doing inside a figurine of a policeman in the first place? And what's it for? I definitely feel like that's going to be relevant at some point in the future. Perhaps the very near future. Now, like I said, we already investigated everything and talked to the people who are already in this room. But maybe we can, show some of this evidence to Gina. The other evidence we have. Like this gun! I guess you didn't have any thoughts on it. What about this hairpiece? Really? You don't have any comment on the fact that your boss wore red wigs? Well, fucking take this goddamn figurine, Gina. Jeez. This? Jeez, you don't have any. I thought for sure presenting something to her would be would come in handy, but I guess not. So why do we still have this? I mean, we've already used it as a letter of introduction for Barry Caden, so you think we would have like thrown it away by this point? Well, it didn't quite feel like we should be like done here exactly, but it doesn't look like there's anything else we can do. We didn't finish, and we've already, you know, talked to Gina as much as we can. So, I don't really want to see Van Zykes in prison. I feel like that's gonna be kind of depressing. Let's look around. He's not here. I don't know, again, I don't know, we just want to look around. See fucking Professor Mikoto was enjoying his fucking coffee and tea and his fucking newspaper. Clearly he's really fucking busy and couldn't be bothered to come help us. Fucking Mikoto, more like jerk. Maybe here? Maybe here? I always like when Sasato's music plays when we're here in our little office. It's so refreshing, like a summer breeze, or a spring breeze maybe. I don't know. But also, yeah, what do you want to do, Sasato? I can't believe it, Inspector Gregson. It's awful, isn't it? We must carry on. I know, but it's just so much to take in. I don't know where to start. We must start with a thorough investigation of the scene. And we must interview Gina. Then we must go to the prison to speak with the Reaper. Thank goodness I have you, Mrs. Sasato. You have it all under control as usual. You're too kind, Mr. Naruhodo, but I'm afraid I don't have all the answers. I really have no idea how to be around Iris at the moment. Oh, yes. That. Oh yeah, the whole dead dad situation. And also dead Gregson, I suppose. But yeah, okay fine. I guess we'll go talk to Van Zykes then, jeez. I don't know, he's not a cool dude. Fine. Let's go see what he's, how he's feeling. Well, nice to see he's fucking, taking it easy. What are you reading? Is that a manuscript? A book? A note? There he is. Lord Van Zykes, behind bars. So it's true. He really was arrested. He's sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Lord Van Zykes! Oh, hi. How's it going?
Fancy meeting you here.
Yeah.
The last place on Earth I'd like to be. The last person on Earth I'd like to see.
Gee, and a warm fucking how do you do to you too as well. Fucking, can we go? Can we like fucking just leave Van Zykes to his fucking demons? Ugh, whatever. I couldn't very well not come. We heard what happened. That Inspector Gregson was...
Go home. This has nothing to do with you.
But... Forgive me, Lord Van Zieks, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. Well, I mean, I can't deny that, but also, well, I said I wasn't gonna hate on him, so I'll stick to that. We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please!
There's really nothing I can tell you.
Well, what were you just reading at the back of the cell there, bitch? Was it something related to the case?
This. The Yard isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with the suspects. This is a letter from an old acquaintance.
Oh. Well, who might that be?
Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Hairbrain.
Oh, hey, I know him. We defended him from murder charges. And you were the prosecutor. That was just like a week ago. Boy, how the tables have turned, am I right? Of course. Yes, I keep forgetting they went to the same university. Nice to see they're you know, they're still pen pals and all that.
And I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know?
Strange. I mean, let's face it. Lord Van Zieks never minces his words. They seem to have less bite than usual somehow. Bro, he said that he was the last person we were the last people he wanted to see in the last place that he wanted to be. Like, what, there's not bite. If that's no bite, then I don't want to see what his words are when they do have bite. Jeez. Yo, what's happening, yo? Also, what about, check out my armband. I think that you know that this is worn by people in my country to show that they're defense lawyers, don't you?
And I think you know that I believe you. Sorry. Ugh. And I think you know that I believed you to be merely playing at lawyercraft. Initially. But it would seem your armband might actually imply some dormant talent after all.
Lord Van Zieks! Oh my god. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Do you mean...
Let's hope you wake up soon.
Yes, I was clearly daydreaming. I almost thought I got a compliment there. What about this photo?
What's that?
It's just something I was hoping to ask your opinion about, that's all.
It's a serious crime for the defense to attempt to extract information from the prosecution by illegal means.
Alright, I get the message. But I don't see what's illegal about me asking. Okay, so I guess that's his response when we show him stuff he doesn't want. Okay, well, I don't actually know what he would respond to, so I guess we'll just talk. A little chatty way, a little chin wag, as it were. Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zieks? What happened?
How much do you already know?
We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small, rented room on Fresno Street, and that you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested. We were told that there was nobody else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot.
Then you're well informed indeed. And there's really nothing I can add.
What do you mean there's nothing that you can add? Like, what were you... How about what you were doing there?
The truth is, I don't know what happened myself.
But the gunshot! Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you?
I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers.
So he doesn't actually know what happened. If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with?
I don't need to answer that.
Oh.
After all, you're not representing me.
He is going to need a lawyer, though. Yeah, I guess he is going to need a lawyer. And I get the feeling we're probably going to have to be the ones to do the lawyering. Also, man, I feel like I'm not quite hitting the voice as good as I would like, but... Oh well, I guess I probably should have warmed up first. Who is going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zykes?
Anyone other than you, I should imagine.
Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation as yet?
Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know.
But this is different.
In my career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now.
Surely not.
I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole.
But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you?
It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have a chance to uncover the truth about that.
What does he mean by that? Well, he probably means that he's gonna die because he got convicted for this murder before he got to figure out what happened. If I would have to wonder. After the trial, Professor Harebrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought.
It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper.
Man, you really do care about, old Harebrain, don't you? Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean? Man, that's a oddly specific serial killer. I mean, well, I assume, yeah, we assume he's like a super killer and not like an actual, like, supernatural force, and it kind of makes sense. But, like, it's funny to imagine, like, the Grim Reaper he decided to only fuck around in, you know, Great Britain and then nowhere else, you know?
Yes, so it seems. Your stupid little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day.
I do recall that. Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo. And I'm glad to hear it. if something happened to old Natsume, I don't know what I'd do with myself. So Professor Hairbrain is safely back in Germany now.
He is.
Well, that's nice, at least.
So, it appears our conversation has run dry.
It was a 2-second silence, that's all.
Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you.
I was wondering, Lord Van Zykes. If you'd like, I guess I could be your lawyer. I'd be happy to advocate for you. Yeah, I suppose.
You trust me, do you?
Yes. I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. I've also heard how you treat Japanese people. So I'm quite sure that you would never have taken another's life. At the very least, I'm quite sure that you wouldn't take a fellow Englishman's life. You know, if the victim was Japanese, it'd be a little more touch and go. But I don't think you'd just go killing a fellow Englishman for no reason. It's just, my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly. Yeah, facts over feelings, as it were.
It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one.
Oh, look at Mr. fucking Shadow the Hedgehog over here. What?
Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese.
But please!
I have no intention of engaging your services.
The chasm between us is just too wide, and too deep, it seems.
I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. Then neither of us will waste any more time.
Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out more about Lord Van Zykes and what happened to Inspector Gregson. I suppose you're right, old Ryunosuke. But, that we'll have to wait until next time. I gotta say, I'm not too surprised that he wasn't super happy, that he wasn't super eager to accept our services. Prosecutors normally in this series don't like to accept our help so easily, you know? Still, yeah, like, say what I'm not like, the biggest Van Zyke simp or anything. Like, him being kind of a jerk and, like, racist is pretty uncool. But, like, just knowing how these games work, like, he's not, like, obviously he didn't actually kill Gregson. Like, they wouldn't just have the first guy that is arrested be the suspect. Well, I mean, they did it in the last game, but they wouldn't do it with, like, an established character like Van Zykes, you know? So, I can reasonably assume that he's innocent. But it doesn't mean I have to love him, you know? And I'm sure we can get him to accept our defense, eventually. Though I'm not sure where we actually would go from here. Well, I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out next time. In the next episode, I guess we will try and learn more about Van Zykes, the Reaper situation, the whole kit and caboodle, I suppose. But until then, I'll see you around.